morning, Springville High School, and welcome to the jungle.
Now that we're in the final stretch of the school year, many tryouts are ahead of us. Anyone interested in cheering on our Tigers next year? Cheer Clinic will be held on February 22nd. What about performing in the halftime show? Color Guard tryouts will be the week of February 24th through the 28th, with dance line tryouts following the week after. Do you have a constant need for speed? Outdoor track and field are coming up soon as well. For any of you who fall in these categories of interest, we wish you good luck in your tryouts.
As most of you know, there's been a lot of talk going around the school about devices such as Apple Watches and AirPods. Now, most of us are familiar with the cell phone policy, but I think there's some confusion going around concerning the other devices. So, I went to Coach Smith to get some clarity on this matter. I first wanted to know what exactly the problem was, and he said the watches can be used just like a phone, which is true. But he went on to say that if it's being used strictly as a watch for time, there's no problem. So just make sure you're not tapping away at it. As long as it isn't a distraction, we should all be good.
Let's move to Michaela with her story on the best of 2019.
The new year has just begun, and while starting New Year's resolutions is fun and exciting, we most of the time don't look back at the previous year and see just how great that year was. Many things happened in 2019, whether that be new movies or events. I asked some students here at SHS what their best of 2019 was. Here are the results.
My favorite part of 2019 would probably have to be starting tennis and homecoming.
My favorite parts of 2019 were probably starting senior year and everything we had to go along with that, and then also being able to play worship at my church for our Christmas event.
My favorite parts of 2019 were getting my truck and having a little get-together at my house.
My favorite two events of 2019 were the start of senior year and prom.
Well, there you have it. What's your best of 2019? Two favorite events in my life that happened in 2019 were making dance line and getting baptized at my church. This is Michaela reporting for The Jungle. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Michaela. 2019 sure was an eventful year.
Now let's move to Ellie with her story on the most beneficial school subject.
In school, we learn about these core subjects: math, science, social studies, and English. All of these are important in different ways. Math teaches us how to think critically, logically, and solve problems. Science gives us a look into the world around us and how it works. Through social studies, we get a glimpse into the past, how society works in different cultures. And last but not least, English is essential for writing, speaking, and broadening your perspective. All four of these are utilized in everyday life. However, it is debatable over which is the most important. To get some opinions, I asked some of you what you think the most beneficial school subject is.
The most beneficial school subject is probably math, because you use it every day. You don't think you do, but you use it every day.
Math, because everywhere you go you're going to need it for either doing taxes, buying stuff online, or in general saving. Whenever you have money and all that, you need to learn how to count your money. Because last time I checked, you're not being stopped on the side of the street to ask some history question for a ticket.
I think it's math because reasons and logic.
Driver's ed.
Because Coach Taylor says it's life or death.
I would think lunch. You can work on your social skills, and also you can eat to survive.
Most of you said math, however, I think it's English. This is Ellie reporting for The Jungle. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Ellie.
Next up, we have Jesse with a story on lunchroom etiquette.
We've talked about your hallway and locker etiquette, but we haven't gotten to the lunchroom. Between the food and the crowd, there's a lot of things happening, so these tips have been compiled to make your lunching experience better.
For starters, skipping in the line is annoying and rude. Let's try and put an end to it. Acting like hooligans is no way to spend lunch. Sit back down and relax. If you have to heat something up in the microwave for a long time, warn the people behind you. They just want to sit down and eat their lunch exactly like you do. Also, let's try not to start any fights in the lunchroom. The chaos is not needed.
With these lunchroom tips, hopefully everybody's lunchroom experience will be better. This is Jesse signing off from The Jungle.
Thanks, Jesse.
Let's move to Prayer with her story on the Miss Springville pageant.
Any of you lovely ladies wanting to try Miss Springville? Sign-ups are right now. Go see Nurse Dana. It'll be March 14th, and you will compete in an interview, opening number/intro, talent, and evening gown. This is a fun experience I think tons will enjoy. To learn about the pageant, I talked to 2019 Miss Springville, Katie Cohn.
So being Miss Springville this year, I've had an amazing time doing different events like different sporting events and representing our town and talking to our city council. In Miss Springville, we did talent, interview, and evening gown. And each of those things are super, super fun. I would also encourage girls in our school to do the pageant because you do earn so many skills, like just being able to talk to adults, and it gets you prepared for college a lot. Also, you earn lots of scholarship money, and that's one great thing that's helped. I've had all my dual enrollment paid for this year, and I still have some left over to go with me into college. So that's one other awesome aspect of being Miss Springville.
If you're interested, go see Nurse Dana. It will be March 14th. Thank you. This is Prayer, signing off in the jungle. Back to you, Savannah and Jackson.
Thanks, Prayer. Good luck to all the girls.
Now let's move to Sydney with her story on the girls' JV soccer team.
This year is the first year that the girls' soccer program has a JV team, and I talked to Coach Roberts to see how she felt about the upcoming soccer season.
Last year we did a big recruitment and we tried to build our soccer program. We were super successful. We have added on a girls junior varsity team. We now have 37 soccer players across 2 teams. We're very excited. Even with the move to 6A, we are already playing some of the larger 6A schools. We will start off with Gadsden, Pell City. We'll also play Westbrook, Southside. We've got some tournaments coming up where we play Arab, a team that sadly put us out of 3rd round in the state a few years ago. So I'm hoping that by adding a JV team, it gives our program a lot of depth and increases the opportunity for the girls to play and build their soccer skills.
Thank you, Coach Roberts. Back to you, Jackson and Savannah.
Thanks, Sydney, and good luck to the girls joining the team this year.
Next up, we have Laura with the best of the internet.
Being in the first month of a new decade, we should remember some of the best finds of the 2010s. So in memory of the last 10 years, here are the top 10 finds.
Hurricane Katrina! More like Hurricane Tornado.
Iridocyclitis. Give it to me, I'm gonna get no sleep cause of y'all. Y'all not gonna get no sleep cause of me. At it again at Krispy Kreme.
Stop! I could have dropped my croissant.
Road work ahead? Yeah, I sure hope it does.
Why are you running? Why are you?
LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
That's it for this week's Best of the Internet. Back to you, Jackson and Savannah.
Thanks, Laura.
Now let's move to Skylar and Ransom to get an update on sports.
Thanks, Savannah and Jackson.
The wrestling team is currently ranked 10th in 1A to 5A wrestling in Alabama. Congratulations to Ian Orr, ranked 5th in the 126 weight class, and Trent Gillum, ranked 2nd in the 138 weight class. Also, congratulations to the wrestling team as a whole. The wrestle tomorrow is St. Clair County High School and Saturday, January 25th at Shelby County in Asheville. So go out and support.
Now we have Asa with the boys basketball.
In Friday's game against Pell City, the Tigers beat the Panthers 73-46. The Tigers shot from 46% behind the three-point line and went 58% from the free throw line. The Tigers will be playing in the county tournament at Asheville through Saturday.
Thanks, Asa.
Back to you, Savannah and Jackson.
Thanks, Ransom and Skylar. Be sure to check out our Instagram at shs_jungle_roar and our YouTube channel at The Jungle SHS.
And tune in next week for another episode of The Jungle
Freestyle.